guys, how are you today? And me taking your daily WOD for Tuesday, the 28th of April. Okay, so I'm just going to move these kettlebells out of the way. Alright, so just going to come here, just move it. Alright, cool. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a nice cool warm up, something different. Squat thrust, yay! Alright, 8 of those. We're going to get a walkout. So you're keeping the hamstrings nice and tight, walking the hands out, core, and then hands out, then reaching around to the side, and out that way, walking the hands back in. Okay, so we've got 10 of those, so that's including the scorpions, so take your time there. And then we've got an alternating drinking bird. So with these, we're trying to get the balance on one leg and just trying to go nice and long with your limbs. So legs, and I like to put my hands out, get that balance, and then pretty much do a one-legged deadlift or RDL there, and stand up, right? And then do the other side, right? So you're getting a good sort of stretch coming up through the hips. So it's good to really warm up that knee, quads, hamstrings as well. Okay, so we've got 3 rounds. Then from there, straight into 2 rounds of mobility. So what we're going to do here is we have a 90-90 stretch. So this, we have done this a little bit in skills before, but essentially we're looking for 90 degrees. So whether you're here in this position, you're going to go first 90 seconds in the front leg, so for a pigeon stretch. So if you can, try to think about where the hip is, stay square. Right? Then from there, lean into it. So a lot of people will either shift their hip that way, alright, to make it a little bit easier, or ideally just leaning here. Again, 90 seconds, alright? But then once you come back, I want you to come into that front hip, alright? So when that knee is there, and that's where that knee is actually going for an internal rotation. And as we come towards it, it's quite tight through there. So we're really sort of bringing that knee in. So you're just going to sit there for 90 seconds. And if you want to, you can even try to lean back a little bit if you need to. And you'll really feel that through the inside. And again, go to the other side, get a good stretch, alright? So this is a good one if your legs are pretty sore. Okay, so give it a crack. As I said, is 90 seconds each position per leg, 2 rounds. So we'll take a little bit to get through, but it really will sort of give your legs like a really fresh start in case you did have a rough couple of days, okay? Rehab, all right? So today we have got the bird dog, all right? So most of you know what the bird dog is we're pretty much trying to stay nice and neutral with our spine, so coming up with all 4s, all right? So I always kind of check my arch, check that around, and try to settle into that neutral position, and then going and extending opposite limbs, and then we've got a 2 breath count, 1, 2, and then change your side. Alright, so we're going to go 5 total, so 5 per side, but that is with a 2 breath count. So that's what we were going with for the prehab today, is that 2 breath count for 5 reps. Alright. Then from there we've got the dead bug. So with the dead bug, now a lot of people do like to sort of stay nice and sort of high with this, and just going out with the legs, and there, but the same thing. If we're here, we're going 1, 2, 1, 2, and some people go opposite legs, 1, 2, 1, 2. So again, 5 per side. So it is 10 total. The last one is obviously the side plank. So getting into a nice solid side plank. 1, 2, and then change sides. Alright, so you're really gonna be moving, and it's a good one in terms of just activating, getting the obliques fired up. Alright, so that's a bit of a tough one because you got to go side to side to get that 10 reps, and it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get into position each time. But hey, it's a really good one. It's 12 minutes of quality. So the more that you sort of take your time to get the quality, the more that you maybe do 2, maybe 3 rounds. If you're really rushing it, you'll get 4 or 5 rounds, and again, the quality's not really there. Alright, so now today's skill is tripod practice. Alright, so something that we probably haven't done a while in class, occasionally, but what we're looking for is just trying to practice and see where you are with your handstand. So think of tripod means triangle, alright? So you're trying to get your triangle position. Head should be here, the hands should be just off the side, so whether you got a cushion, whether you got a pillow, just the edge of the pillow, and it's going long ways, but you're trying to, couple of ways we can progress it. So probably the best way I find to start with is this, so a nice solid balance in this position here, so then you're nice and active, control it, and then when you got control, lower yourself down. Okay, so that's probably, it's a tough one to sort of start with. So a lot of people can't do that, but it is fun because the more that you do it, the more that you activate through the core. Alright, so the next one is then, if you can do that, you roll onto your head with control. Alright, so again, if we get that control through here, core, 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 good balance through my hand, and then slowly lower myself, tucking my chin onto the mat. Okay, then if I come back here, I should be able to find that position again, and slowly come back down. Alright, then if you don't have that, you're just going to go straight up into that position there, and you're just going to practice keeping your knees on your elbows. Okay, core's nice and tight. We're trying to stay stacked. Alright, so every time that we do these tripods, you're thinking about your core's activated when there's no arch in the lower back, so you're round, hollow. Okay, so if you tend to come up as you go on your hands, the arch comes in, you lose balance, and that's where you tend to go that way a little bit. So we want to stay more rounded. We're trying to stay in a ball. If we get that control, then we can slowly get longer, but we're staying hollow through the core. Okay, so then from there you can go onto your, again, head and start extending your feet up, even extending your feet out, and even if you want, go down, up, that sort of thing. Okay, so play around it. 12 minutes isn't a whole lot of time, but enough time just to work it. Okay, video it. That'll be good for us to see where you're at with it. Give you a couple of pointers as you go. We will have a Zoom session 7:30 tomorrow night. So if you're warm, good to go. I'll quickly jump online and help you guys through either that part or anything else. But then we do have a fair bit of lifting involved. So today we've got an overhead squat. So with this overhead squat, obviously we're taking up off the ground. Okay, so you obviously have to clean it, alright, and then over the back, adjust the hands, alright, we're punching it up, alright, so we're looking for a nice strong overhead squat. So, but what we're also looking for is good reps. So we're not looking for a nice, bang, shake. Alright, so this shouldn't be, so say 1 RM overhead squats, say 80 or 90, you should be looking maybe like 70, if that, we want it to be really good, or maybe if it is looking really good today, you may be up to 80, okay? As long as the rep's looking good, that's what we're looking for. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. And we do have a bit of a timer on it, again, just to make sure that you're not resting too much, but you are trying to push it in terms of just having 5 sets, so you're maximizing your time, but also not doing too many sets or not resting too much. So it's every 2 minutes, just 1 rep, building in weight. Okay, so again, give us a bit of a feel, chuck us a video. If you can, your first set and your last set as well, okay? Then we've got a snatch. So again, like we did a couple of weeks, week before, is we look for something heavy. We're aiming for around 90%. So again, we're doing the same thing. We obviously posted a technique video on snatches. Had a couple of you send us your videos. A couple of you hit us up for some PTs over the last couple of weeks, and we have helped a few of you with your snatches. So hopefully this time when we do it, you guys will have those cues in your head and able to help just to get through the little sticky points that you had last time. If not, that's okay. We're here to work. Again, take a video, send it to us. We are here to help. Otherwise, make sure you're warm. 7:30 tomorrow night. We'll zoom it out here, okay? Again, I have put the video, snatch video that we recorded technique-wise last week in the links there in Waterfly. So you can click on there and take it there. Snatch pull. Okay, so with the snatch pull, making sure, again, shoulders are over the bar. Yep. Alright, so like we always say, shoulders over the bar. Here, shins are going backwards. Then from here, coming straight up into your quads, into that shrug. Okay, try not to lean back, try not to come forward like I just did. But it's patient from the ground, the top half, that's the explosiveness. Okay, so we're going to go quite heavy with that, as long as the position's there. If you do video any of your lifts, do it from the side so we can see your shoulders over the bar, see you being patient, and make sure that shrug is straight up. And you should have a straight line from your toes to your hips and even into your shoulders. Okay. Then got a couple of workouts. First one, a couple of variations of it. 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6 and 3, keeping handstand push-ups. After each round, you're going to do 35 double unders. Alright, so that's what, if you do have obviously a rope, if you don't have a rope, you have the option of 25, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 of push-ups or even deficit push-ups, right? So good quality there. Tuck in, elbows in, either knees or toes. Make sure the chest hits the ground, butt stays up. And then 15 sit-ups, okay, after every set. So trying to get a bit of volume in there with that push-ups and sit-ups, working that core now push, getting ready for next summer, okay? Now if you do have equipment, we're looking for a single arm thruster or dumbbell, okay? So hopefully you've got enough weight with this where you can load it up. So we're looking for 21, same numbers again, but we're making sure that we try to even it out as much as we can. Obviously 21 to 15, and 9 and 3 is going to be hard, but you're trying to do as many reps with that one arm, and then change it up as much as you try to be even. So obviously make sure it's only one difference and not too much more. But then after every round, you're gonna, if you've got a heavy rope, use a heavy rope, and it's 25 double unders. If you don't have a heavy rope, it's just a normal rope, it's 40 double unders. If you don't have double unders, what we probably prefer to do is probably give you maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds of attempts, but then the rest of the minute, just skip it and get yourself into a nice rhythm. But we want you to be practicing the double unders, all right? So you want to get that time in. We always prefer you guys to get that practice, that rhythm of jumping, but also keep attempting those double unders, especially on the fatigue, because you never know what can happen, all right? So again, send us lots of videos, guys. Keep us in the loop. And yeah, we'll see you. Hopefully we'll get a few of you on Zoom tomorrow night at 7:30. If not, we'll hopefully see you in our inboxes. Okay? See you guys. Bye.